Drills Talk, episode 154. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 3 lessons of the law of growth. This is based on a blog I wrote in the past entitled Karmic Law, the Law of Growth. The law of growth has 3 different laws. They have 3 different kind of lessons within the law of growth. And we're going to go over each one of them. Some of them are a little easy to accomplish and understand. One of them may be hard and involves minding your business. So let's get into that right now.
Yo, Drills.
Created by the great wizard of the new world.
Drills Talk, episode 154. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 3 lessons of the law of growth. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, show your love however you would like to show your love. Here on entrepreneurship/mindset motivation channel. Every Monday, there's a new blog. Every Wednesday, there's a new Drills Talk. Thanks for joining. Thanks for liking me. Thanks for subscribing. Let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is constantly seek growth. Constantly attempt to get better. Constantly try to improve. It sounds like a lot of work, but after you make it a habit, it's just the way you are. You always want to learn. You want to keep your mind sharp. You have games like mind games, on your phone. You're playing Jeopardy or, other puzzle games, other quiz games. You are reading books. You are doing self-help things. You are learning about yourself. You're learning meditation. You're embracing new, right? Because you're always trying to grow, constant growth. And a benefit of that constant growth is that you can actually help others, right? And when you grow and you grow, a lot of us want to become helpers. We want to become teachers. We want to become someone who, the people in your group or around you or family can come to. But then the law of growth has an even bigger, more hard to grasp lesson. And we're going to go into that right now. Number 2. Number 2 is mind your business. Why? I want to be a teacher. I want to help. I want to be this great go-to person. The law of growth tells you that you cannot make anyone see the light. You are not going to be the reason that someone chooses to grow. You are not going to be the reason that someone is led to water and drinks. It sucks. I know, because I like to be that person too. And I'm sure a lot of people who are listening to this video enjoy being that person, but you can't make them. And it may seem like a coincidence if you have a conversation with them and maybe, which is a very, big maybe, they absolutely take your advice and then they go and make that change. You told them the advice, but for them to take action, that was an internal thing. That was them choosing that now is the time, not you. So understand that when we get into these situations and we tell somebody the answer and they don't do it and we get frustrated and we regret telling them and it's like you weren't listening anyway. Well, the karmic law of growth says we should have minded our business anyway. And I know it's hard to not be the teacher, not share the knowledge, because we learn something on a one-on-one level and we want to teach it, right? But it's tough to understand that you're never going to be the reason why somebody grows. All you can do is supply the information. And if supplying the information makes you happy, by all means, that is fine. But waiting for a result, especially if you're waiting for the result to say that you were the reason for the result, the law of growth tells us that that's not going to happen. So if that's what you're waiting on, you're going to be pretty pissed off for a while because it just doesn't work that way. Nothing you say is going to make someone take action in their life. That is an internal decision. So grasp that. But I do have a consolation prize for you in the 3rd lesson of the law of growth. Number 3. Number 3 is changing ourselves can change our surroundings. Now, I know we want to change people, but that's not possible. The law of growth tells us that's not possible. In your life, if you actually paid attention to all the suggestions and all the information you've given out, you'll see that that's not going to make anybody change, right? It's really up to them to make that change. And they may not do it when you want them to do it. They do it on their own time. They may not do it at all. But the third lesson in the law of growth says that changing ourselves is what we should be concerned about, because changing ourselves can change our surroundings. And some of us are control freaks and we like to take control, right? You're in control of yourself. You're not in control of anybody else. And you're not in control of your surroundings. But changing yourself can change your surroundings. So what does that mean? I can't control my surroundings, so how can I change it? Well, elevating yourself elevates your surroundings. So elevating yourself will change the people that are around you, will change the places that you are visiting, will change the things that you are seeing. So you got to be okay with, okay, I can't change this person who refuses to get better. But what I can do is continue to get better and then see and do better. My surroundings will change, meaning that that person won't be there, right? You're going to be surrounded by other people who feel the same way, who want to get better, who have constant growth in mind and understand the karmic law of growth. I'm responsible for me. I'm not responsible for them. If everyone takes heed and takes that into consideration, everyone will be okay. But we know that everyone will not do that. So what karmic law, the karmic law of growth tells us is that, hey, worry about yourself. And although you can't change the world, you can change yourself and in turn change the world around you. Drills Talk, episode 154. These are the top lessons of the law of growth. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's drills.com. Check this shit out. It's Drills.